Hey everybody, I am here with a couple of book suggestions for you. Let me know if you would like to check any of these out. They are all available. The first one is Divided We Fall. Danny Wright never thought he'd be the man to bring down the United States of America. In fact, he enlisted in the Idaho National Guard because he wanted to serve his country the way his father did. When the Guard is called up on the governor's orders to police a protest in Boise, it seems like a routine crowd control mission. But then Danny's gun misfires, spooking the other soldiers and the already nervous crowd. And by the time the smoke clears, 12 people are dead. The president wants soldiers arrested. The governor swears to protect them. And as tensions build on both sides, the conflict slowly escalates toward the unthinkable, a second American Civil War. Hooper by Jeff Herbach. For Adam Reed, basketball is a passport. Adam's basketball skills have taken him from an orphanage in Poland to a loving adoptive mother in Minnesota. When he's tapped to play on a select AAU team along with some of the best players in the state, it just confirms that basketball is his ticket to the good life, to new friendships, to the girl of his dreams, to a better future. But life is more complicated off the court. When an incident with the police threatens to break apart the bonds Adam has finally formed after a lifetime of struggle, he must make an impossible choice between his new family and the sport that has given him everything. It's called Hooper by Jeff Herbach. A couple of fantasy books for you here. An Ember in the Ashes is based on a Roman kind of inspired by ancient Rome. Laia is a slave and Elias is a soldier. Neither is free. Under the martial empire, defiance is met with death. Those who do not vow their blood and bodies to the emperor risk the execution of their loved ones and the destruction of all that they hold near. In this brutal world, Lila and her grandparents and her older brother eke out an existence in the empire's impoverished back streets. They do not challenge the empire. They've seen what happens to those who do. But when Lia's brother is arrested for treason, she's forced to make a decision. In exchange for help from rebels who promise to rescue her brother, she will risk her life to spy for them from within the empire's greatest military academy. Falling Kingdoms is another fantasy series. War brought them together, but love will tear them apart. Princess Cleo confronts violence for the first time in her life when a shocking murder sets her kingdom on a path to collapse. Once a privileged royal, Cleo must now summon the strength to survive in this new world and fight for her rightful place as king. The king of Lemur's son, Magnus, must plan each footstep with shrewd, sharp guile if he is to earn his powerful father's trust, while his sister Lucia discovers a terrifying secret about her heritage that will change everything. Rebellious Jonas lashes out against the forces of oppression that have kept his country cruelly impoverished and finds himself the leader of a people's revolution centuries in the making. A vicious power struggle quickly escalates to war, and these four young people collide against each other and the rise of the Elementia, the magic that can topple kingdoms and crown a ruler in the same day. Frankly in Love is a new romance, and this is about a guy who has two names. Frank Lee is his American name. Then there's Sung Min Lee, his Korean name. No one uses his Korean name, not even his parents. Frank barely speaks any Korean. He was born and raised in Southern California. Even so, his parents still expect him to end up with a nice Korean girl, which is a problem, since Frank is finally dating the girl of his dreams, Britt Means. Britt, who is funny and nerdy just like him. Britt, who makes him laugh like no one else. Britt, who is white. As Frank falls in love for the very first time, He's forced to confront the fact that while his parents sacrificed everything to raise him in the land of opportunity, their traditional expectations don't leave a lot of room for him to be a regular American kid. Desperate to be with Britt without his parents finding out, Frank turns to a family friend, Joy Song, who is in a similar bind. Together they come up with a plan to help each other and keep their parents off their backs. What could go wrong? Golden Age is a brand new graphic novel, and this one takes place in the kingdom of Lanterviers, where suffering is a way of life, unless you're a member of the ruling class. Princess Tilda plans to change all that. The rightful heir of King Ronan, Tilda wants to deliver her people from famine and strife, but on the eve of her coronation, her younger brother, backed by a cabal of power-hungry lords, usurps her throne and casts her into exile. Now Tilda is on the run. With the help of her last remaining allies, she travels secretly through the kingdom. Wherever she goes, the common folk whisper of a legendary bygone era when all men lived freely. There are those who want to return to this golden age at any cost. In the midst of revolution, how can Tilda reclaim her throne? Red Queen is a fantasy series where people are separated by the color of their blood. People with red blood are the common folk. They serve the silver-blooded elites. The elites have superhuman abilities. Mare is a red, scraping by as a thief in a poor rural village until a twist of fate throws her in front of the silver court. Before the king, princes, and all the nobles, she discovers that she has an ability of her own. A Midsummer's Night's Scream is a horror story, and it takes place during the production of a movie. It was a horror movie that had turned into a real horror. 3 young actors lost their lives while the camera rolled. Production stopped and people claimed that the movie was cursed. 60 years later, new actors are venturing onto the haunted set in a desperate attempt to revive their failing studio. Claire's dad has greenlit a remake of Mayhem Manor, and Claire and her friends are dying to be involved. When shooting starts, though, the set is plagued by a series of horrible accidents. Could history be repeating itself? Between Shades of Grey is a historical fiction story that takes place in Lithuania during World War II. 15-year-old Lena is a Lithuanian girl living an ordinary life until Soviet officers invade her home and tear her family apart. Separated from her father and forced to board a crowded train, Lena, her mother, and her young brother make their way to a Siberian work camp where they are forced to fight for their lives. This book has been made into a movie called Ashes in the Snow, and it is written by Ruta Sepetys, who is one of our most popular authors. The last book on the list is a nonfiction book called Spies, and it takes place during the Cold War and highlights the secret showdown between America and Russia. Thank you for listening. If you are interested, all these books are available. Send me an email and you could pick them up tomorrow or Thursday.